All right, folks, welcome back to the channel. So today I want to talk to you about shooting with corrective lenses and some of the training you should do, I think you should do, if you wear corrective lenses. Now, this is more in a defensive concealed carry. If you conceal carry a pistol and you wear corrective lenses to the point that if it's just a slight correction, you're off a little bit, might not be that bad. But if you're like me, and as I've stated in previous videos, I'm nearsighted in one eye, farsighted in the other, and I have astigmatism. My eyes are jacked up. I have to wear corrective lenses to drive and do all that other stuff. But in a defensive pistol scenario, you might be attacked and lose your glasses. I mean, we've seen plenty of real world scenarios like that. The most famous one is probably the FBI shooting where that agent lost his glasses. If you ever saw that Paul Harrell video, rest in peace, Paul Harrell, where he talked about the agent in that group was the best, considered the best shot in that group by all the other agents. He'd been training his whole life for that moment, and he lost his glasses and couldn't see anything. Would it have made a difference if he practiced a lot not wearing his glasses? Maybe, but this is akin to practicing with your weak hand. Let's say, you know, and not a lot of people practice with their weak hand. And people that wear corrective lenses probably never even think about taking them off to do some shooting. So we're gonna do a little bit of shooting today. I'm gonna shoot, I got a couple pistols out here, one with a red dot, one with irons, and we're gonna shoot, I'm gonna shoot 10 rounds out of each at a C-zone steel. We're about 15 yards away. And then I'm gonna take my glasses off and do the same thing. And this is just to give you an idea of what you might encounter. And usually if, we might do some closer up stuff too, but usually if you're in the position where you lost your glasses, the guy's right on top of you. But you might have been able to get away and get distance and you still don't have your glasses on and they're advancing towards you. So we're just gonna test it out. So with the pistols we got, I have the, what is this thing? The Mac DS9 with a red dot on it, okay? And we have the Springfield Prodigy, still with its irons. And that's, side note, that's because Springfield sends it with some boo-boo plate and you got to go out and buy another plate, which is $100. And I'm not doing that because I like RMR pattern optics. I'm not doing that right now. So we're going to use this one, but they are essentially identical, okay? They take the same mags. I wanted to make sure that the pistols, if I have any issues, that the pistols weren't, it wasn't due to the pistols. Also, this one has a fiber optic, so it might be a little bit easier. Maybe not. It might be a little bit easier, but we'll think about that. So yeah, let's fire it out. Oh, caveat, I still have not cleaned this Prodigy. It's still got 500 rounds. It's got a little over 500 rounds to it. No cleaning, no maintenance, no oiling, nothing. My point of that is I wanted to shoot it until it consistently starts to malfunction due to lack of maintenance. So we're still ongoing with that test with this. So if it happens during this video, we'll try to get an idea what the round count is because I haven't been keeping good track, but I know it's over 500. All right, so, oh, where's my ears? All right, now, again, C-zone steel, 15 yards. I'm gonna shoot the first 20 rounds out of the two different pistols with my glasses on, and then I'm going to take them off. And flinch and a no lock, but it didn't malfunction. All right, Prodigy. Let's see here. Wow, so I did remove this to put the plate that it came with, and I didn't realize that it was the wrong plate for the optics, all the optics I had, because most of them are RMR pattern. And I put it back on. I don't think I changed anything, but it seems to be shooting really high at 15 yards. So those misses were, Anyway, let me load these back up, and then I'm going to take my glasses off, and we're going to try it again. Might not be that great of a test because Well, I think I figured out where it's hidden now, but all right, folks, we're gonna attempt to do the same thing. No glasses, so I've taken my glasses off. Now, you guys obviously can't tell, but a C-zone steel at 15 yards for me, like I can't even get it to sharpen up if I squint. So it's just a white blob out there. Let's see how much. Oh yeah, and the dot looks like a line, like a rice, almost maybe two. Let's see. And it locked back that time. Now, with the red dot, again, it looked like a squiggly noodle, but it's different. If anything, try this so you would get an idea, so you wouldn't be shocked at yeah, again, I think the fiber optic, let me put my glasses back on. Whew, they're dirty too. I need to clean them. Good Lord. I think the fiber optic helped on the Prodigy, but my eyes, everything was still blurry. I could just see a green blob out there. And the reason that it makes a difference between irons and dot is the conventional wisdom or teaching method of shooting the two different styles is, at least the way I was taught, with irons, you focus on the front sight and your target should be slightly blurry. And with dots, all the top dudes, and it seems to work. It's a little difficult having grown up, 30 plus decades shooting with irons. You want to have a target focus. So you don't want to look at the dot. You want to focus at a spot on the target, and the dot will fall right there as you're shooting it. So yeah, it's definitely doable. Let's try some faster, like maybe up close stuff. All right, folks, so we are roughly 7 yards from that target there, which is, by all accounts, most people would agree that's the average distance for a self-defense shooting. Remember, this is not for competition. Competition, if your glasses broke, you lost, I don't know where you would lose them on the range, but let's just say your glasses broke or something, they wouldn't allow you to continue. So this is a defensive thing, scenario like your glasses has been knocked off and you gotta still shoot without them. We're gonna try to shoot fast. Now, I'm not gonna shoot with this close with the glasses on because I can already shoot pretty good this close. So I'm gonna do it without my glasses. I'm gonna take these off and we're gonna set them, we'll set them over here. We'll just set them right there. Let's just hope a bullet doesn't come back and hit him, and then I will be blind. So we're just gonna I got both guns here. The other one's in my back pocket. Unloaded, of course. So red dot, we're just gonna see if that person was advancing towards me, how well I could do. Now I'm seeing two black blurry, now they're not completely apart, but they're kind of overlapping each other, circles. So I'm just gonna aim for that. All right, I can't even really see where I hit. Let me I can see a couple were in there. I'll put that pistol down and then, woof, my eyes are bad. And then we'll do the Prodigy. See if we I'll aim for the head on the Prodigy so we can kind of see if there's two different groups. All right, let me get my glasses, put the glass back on. We'll go check the target. Okay, wouldn't you know, just my luck. It looks like, here, I'll walk you up there. It looks like I actually did better with the Prodigy and the irons. So, looks like with the dot, it was kind of, I don't know if I was walking it in or if I was hitting and drifting up. And then this that's actually not too bad. I had one up there. But point is, and I don't practice this a lot and not as much as I should, But for a defensive scenario, it shows even if you lose your corrective eyewear, you should still be able to put rounds on target. So there it is, guys. Thanks for watching. We will see you next time.